I didn't have the father figure in my life. I didn't know, like, how to be a man.
If he was really present in my life, I would probably, not be chasing boys.
As far as relationships go, I have a lot of trust issues now.
I don't see the point in allowing someone to get close to you if at the end of the day they're just going to hurt you.
I caused a lot of depression, anger.
I just can't call him dad right now because he was never there.
How would the lives of these children have been different if the courts assumed that both parents should be equally involved?
A new bill making its way through Lansing would make default custody 50-50 for both the mother and the father following a divorce.
Public support for it is huge. The legislators told me that they had more calls to support the shared parenting bill than they did the football stadium.
This bill sets the stage so a child, which is in their best interest.
Residential responsibility is the best for the children.
It presumes both parents are fit.
We need more clarity in law to support what is best for children, shared parenting, and this helps move in that direction.
In any family, whether it's a man and man, women and women, it doesn't matter. There's a yin and a yang, and that's what makes a family work.
Put in there your research.
A default shared parenting plan would be when two people are separating. It would be presumed that both parents will have an equal role in terms of decision-making and custody with their children. If there is abuse or some other problem, then you would have a custody evaluation happen.
We now have abundant research that shows that children do much better if they have shared parenting.
It's even more important for children who are going through divorce to have a healthy relationship with both parents because it buffers them from the conflict.
We just assume that children who move 50 times a year would be more stressed than those who live only with one parent.
The packing did suck, but I got to see them every other week, and now looking back, I appreciate it a lot more.
I am convinced that the Swedish system where you don't have any money to gain from a divorce is beneficial for children. We have a system where very few separating couples go to court. Most people just solve this between themselves.
We have this form. It's an agreement that we share the custody of our son.
You just print it out, sign it, and send it.
We don't have to go to court or hire a lawyer or anything to do this.
In Malmö, Sweden, sisters Eleanor and Anna have spent equal time with their parents since they separated over 15 years ago.
It works, does it? We have two different lives, more or less. You know, you have your life at mum and your house at mum, and then you've got your life at dad's. I find that really fun.
Hungry.
The 21st.
In Sweden, it's not really a decision. It's very hard to remove the guardianship from one parent. That parent has to be really, really unfit. Otherwise, you know, you're stuck with them.
What parents discuss in Sweden when they split up is how the children should live more than money.
It's obviously not perfect. If one of the parents doesn't want to cooperate and makes it difficult, then they're always going to do that. But if the basis of the law is going to be split evenly and both parents are going to be involved, then at least you have a better starting point.
Think about the child. It's not just what you want, it's what they're going to grow up with and what they're going to have. And this is their life, too. It's not just yours.
Great news is also that if the marriage itself was more conflictual, but you learn to get along better afterwards, kids do much better.
If default shared parenting became the norm,
The legal system could be more focused on things that really are significant, documented child abuse cases. It would be wonderful if people thought this is sort of where we're starting, and only if we prove that we cannot do it, that's when we have to move to this adversarial process. It would really change the face of how people manage divorces.
When parents can't reach an agreement on their own, mediation can provide an alternative to a courtroom trial and help them work together in the best interests of their children.
My theory on litigation is if any custody case gets in front of a judge, there is a mental health problem. Either one or both of the litigants have mental health issues, or possibly the lawyers do.
If you spend 2 or 3 days saying everything bad you can think of about the other person, and I award some sort of a joint custody arrangement, it's hard to undo the damage and have people walk out and parent together. Baltimore County decided to put on court staff, mediators who worked just in the courthouse, just doing court mediation. I don't know of another court that has on-staff mediators that can provide high-quality outcome.
She'll make some recommendations to hopefully assist the family in resolving it amicably and without the need to try the case in court.
I've seen it many times where parents go in angry, aggressive.
Tell them that they're
Yes,
drunk.
you
They
do.
know you
Stop.
are.
What is it that would help you to move forward?
And by the end of a mediation session, they're actually helping each other.
I mean, at the end of the day, you'll have a trial and a judge will make a decision. Somebody always feels like they won, somebody feels like they lost. They don't buy into the outcome. It's not the best way to get to a good result. You want a child to have as good a relationship as they can have with both parents. And you want it to be as smooth as you can make it.